So, some pretty big breaking news. According to Adam Schefter, the Browns plan to keep Deshaun Watson on the roster for 2026. Now, there have been some speculation about whether he's going to be on the team or not. It seems, according to Adam Schefter, who's pretty plugged into the NFL, that Deshaun ain't going anywhere. And that doesn't mean necessarily that Deshaun Watson is going to be QB1. It just means that he's going to be on the roster, which makes sense if you understand the cap hit that he would have, well, the Cleveland Browns would have endured if they decided to cut bait with him. So it makes sense that they're going to circle the wagon once more with Deshaun Watson. I suffice to say, Deshaun Watson is probably going to be the starter for the opener for the Cleveland Browns next year, which means Shedeur is not going anywhere. And that makes me happy as a Cleveland Browns fan that, the plans weren't to go get another quarterback, which I always felt was foolish. And it didn't make any sense when you have Deshaun Watson owed so much money in 2026. It always made sense to me that Deshaun Watson was going to be on the team in some capacity. And we're just getting clarification. We're getting more clarity. Deshaun Watson is not going to play this season, but he's been seen mentoring Shedeur Sanders. So that right there leads me to believe that Deshaun Watson will be the QB1. And Shedeur, if he goes out and he performs how he's performing, he's going to be the backup quarterback next year. And I suffice to say, they're probably going to trade Dillon Gabriel before the season next season, if I'm reading this correctly. I think there is some trade value for Dillon Gabriel. I don't think you're going to keep Dillon Gabriel or Shedeur Sanders. I believe the Cleveland Browns, I think I don't know for sure that they've made a decision between those two, but I think over the next 5 games, it's going to be painfully apparent that Shedeur Sanders' ceiling is much higher than Dillon Gabriel's ceiling. That just is what it is. And I wholeheartedly believe that. I believe it's going to be Deshaun Watson, QB1, and Shedeur is going to be backing him up. And if it looks like trash, you're gonna see Shedeur, and I don't know how it's going to look with Deshaun Watson, but I do know if it does not look good and it does not look like it's a viable operation, it's gonna be Shedeur time. But yeah. With this being said, I just can't see a scenario where Kevin Stefanski gets fired now. Kevin Stefanski is going to be safe for another season. This is crazy. I just don't see, with this news, I just don't see them cleaning house and having Deshaun Watson start for a new regime. That doesn't seem to make any sense at all. So with this news right here, it's essentially saying that Kevin Stefanski and Andrew Berry are safe for 2026. A crazy turn of events with Kevin Stefanski at various points on a hot seat this season, but it seems like that hot seat is turned off if you're going to bring Deshaun Watson back and he's going to be your quarterback 1 most likely. You're going to bring the whole band back. So the Cleveland Browns are really going to run this back one more time in 2026 with Deshaun Watson. Only the Browns. Man, the Browns just keep it, they just keep it entertaining and interesting all the time. All right, that's all I have. KSK rolling out. Peace.